Like this guy can get off store thing like this with doors. Because right around was this fake garage. How much stores are there? It's nice. Because it was but yeah, right around was just little doors from some little yeah, it's goed meneer, het jou. Goed, meneer. Dank u meneer. Definitief meneer, definitief. Als meneer daar net die spies kan uitsteken zo paar man laat vallen. Transport.
sees the likes of Luvo Mayonga going up against Jovan van Vieren, the world champion, the Olympic silver medalist. Luvo Mayonga back in action, and the defending South African champion, Jovan van Vieren, also in fabulous competition up in store. The 100 meters sees the 4 heats there in the men's 100 meters, as well as the hurdle events, which we'll see the African record holder and the African record holder over 110 meter hurdles, the African record holder over 100 meters. Yes, you heard right. Ferdinand Omanyala, the beast from the east, is about to come and have a fabulous season's opener here. He is a 977 runner going up against, and then the middle distances, you will see the lights around the track. This fantastic facility sees the timing lights, or the pacing lights, that will set the pace, or for us to see how quick or how far they are. The likes of Hoërskool in the 800 meters, the likes of Luan Minnick, as well as Christopher Swart, the South African gold and silver medalist. The only thing separated them last year was a minor split second. Of course, Botswana's finest, Masilela, he will be up to see, as well as he will attempt the Botswanian record. Right, here we go. On screen is Lera Barnard, a 3:45 jumper at best. Oh, easy does it. That's how you do it, opening the second round of jumps. Women pole vault, wonderful facility here, set up right in the heart of Stellenbosch. A student's dream. As one of the youngsters get to line up here from Athletes Academy. That's Kaylee LaRue. A 360 jumper. She did well in the youth and juniors. Can't endure a mistake. Festival atmosphere here at the Grand. Oh, fabulously done. See the timing clock there to giving them their full 60 seconds for them to start and get their jumping. But what a facility. The final of the pole vault. Back to the program, the senior men 800 meters. The men's 100 meters event 11. Men's 100 meters seeing the final there. Ferdinand Omanyala coming through 3,000 meters. Tyler Kavanagh is up to see here. Well, we saw all the drama in the 10,000 meters, or the 10-kilometer race, up against the queen of the road in the 10 kilometers. That's Glen Rose Taba, as they head the Spa women's race, the women's senior javelin final, 3,000 meters up galore, and one exciting race also to be seen. That will be the second last race of the day. That will be the Masters 1,500 meters. Anthony Graydon is going to be, he's going to be wearing the neckband colors, and he will attempt the Masters 60 plus world record set at 4 minutes 39.15. So good, many strongs to him as he will go down there. But in the women and the men's senior final 1,500 meters, that will bring the curtains down. That is going to be a pulsating affair. So the big names haven't started jumping yet. Of course, you would understand why. Pole vault takes up to 2 hours of jumping. So luckily today the program is 3 hours long. And not too many athletes in that lineup as the youngster Barnard prepares. beg your pardon, that's Kaylee Leroux. Third round, also not over, as did not Lyra Barnard. The two top queens haven't opened their campaign yet for this evening. Stellenbosch Academy Lyra Barnard up next. See if she can put a bit of pressure on Lyra Barnard and Kaylee Leroux. Gets this one first time. She will then be in the lead. Yes, she does. Oh, the smile of jubilation and accomplishment as she puts herself in the lead in the colors of Stellenbosch. Right now, moment of truth. This is her second shot. Kaylee Leroux. On paper, she's got a 360 over Lyra, who just gone over. She's got a 345. Speed looks good. Rotation. Execution at the finish pop-up, just not there tonight. Almost sense anticipation, a hint of drama about to unfold here at Stellenbosch High School. Talia Forster, she's got the number 231. She's almost ready. Warming herself up. They do like to keep the blankies on. It is quite chilly. And a slight gentle breeze. Absolute brilliant weather conditions for middle distance running. Not so much for the speedsters.
But people start with when I love start game. The idea is that usually the athletes from our country are taking the race they have.
First race of the men's 100 meters. Franke, Bentua. Prince, 100-meter dash. This is the first of 4, because not a lot will be done and said on this one. Only one will come through now, and then after that we'll move to the 800-meter mark for 2 of 3 800 meters for the women seniors. Now then, 100 meters. The wind has died down slightly. Adams, Africa, Kewins, Franke, Ventura, and Prince.
I don't know, need everyone in your shot, please. Everyone in your shot. Not.
On the start, Sublime. There's no problem. Aiden, Franke, Jamil now starting to go shoulder to shoulder, but fabulously running here by Aiden Franke. 11.17. That is very, very tight, and a wind speed of 0.9 meters per second. Aiden Franke takes that one quite comfortably. Alongside him, that is Jamil Kewins. He was out in lane 3, did relatively well there. 11.16. Well, that was really a good start to the first race. The early jitters are all over as we gear up for some middle distance. This meet, of course, Cape Milers bringing theirs the final result as it is coming through, so we will have it up on screen, but in stadium as it is, 0.9 wind speed incoming. The Cape Milers Continental Tour Challenger. Lots of points for athletes to grab in this encounter. We only have 3 of these events. One of them was the Ezekiel Sepeng event that rained out one evening, and the next evening, that was on Tuesday, came down. Wait van Niekerk coming back, the golden boy of South African athletics. And the second one will be the Cape Milers. That is today. Third one is the Simbini event. Of course, all roads lead to Stellenbosch for the national championship. It's going to be here, so lots of these athletes will come and have a look at what the feel is, what the groove and vibe is in this majestic student town, Stellenbosch, Cape Winelands. But what a magnificent view we've got of the mountain and the stadium here in the heart of the Western Cape. Myself. Ons kan weer Paulspunt kyk. Chico. Opening events, all the helpers from Stellenbosch Academy.
Right, so 800 women, we have
Athletes Academy, the ACE program, Trust Fund.
That's why we have more than one of these middle distance athletes, so the development athletes still making a mark. They will go into the earlier races And as we build up in the
Pre-program race
the last
and the
race
main
is
events.
specific,
So
distance
pre-programs will be all the events starting up or the lead up. These are heats 1 up until heat 2, and then the
names that I have here, we've got
final will
Tracy
happen a
Roberts,
bit later on. So all the pre-races will be the heats as the women finally arrive. Here they are, all the hopefuls, even the juniors, as tiny as they are. Come one, come all. Yes, the first lineup for the first race. That will be the women 800 meters. Tracy Roberts in the colors of ACC. She's wearing number 10. And she will be having number 1 on her thigh. That will show us Zoe Rebase in the colors of Stellenbosch Hoërskool. Also to Anouk Roelofse for Stellenbosch Hoërskool. Alongside them will be Charmelay Rousseau in the colors of Langebaan. Jake Williams for Stellenbosch. Julia Pater had a fabulous encounter at the juniors. And Akiana Schippers in the colors of Langebaan as well. So a lot of athletes from Langebaan making their mark here. Tana Janse van Riensburg in the colors of, I think that's Netbank. Charlotte Boer. Ashley Pullman from Langebaan as well as Esther Brunk. So lots of them looking for. This is where the wave lights will be in play. That will be for the women race C, race 1 of 3. They've required a 2:28 for the fast and a pace of 2:42. That will be 81 seconds per lap. So the red lights will indicate the 81 second per lap for the 2 laps to give them a finish time of 2 minutes 42. Tana Janse van Riensburg. She will be the senior statesman in this encounter. There's Tana Janse van Riensburg from ACC as well. AAC. That's what I see. Jade having a smile there, just pre-race. Lots in their numbers. Athlete wearing 174. That will be Senior Schippers. She's in this encounter. She's not the tallest of them all. 174. That's that little cutie pie in the center of the big dogs. 55 years young. That is Tana Janse van Riensburg. And 60 years young on the outside for Strand. That's Esther Brunk.
You can go.
60 years young and 55 years young, taking on the juniors. Very fascinating to watch.
Here we go.
As they take their mark. 800 meters. There the lights leading them out. The blue light, that means that's 74 second per lap, and they are right bang on it. Already going out hard is Julia Painter. painter. Jade Williams. For Langebaan, that's Anouk Roelofse. In third, also there, Rosalie Pace. This is pretty much early days. This is the beginning of the beginning. So now, just lagging a little bit of that pace. They are on the white light pace. Looking for the blue. The blue would mean that that is the fastest pace. She's roughly around there. That is Julia Painter in the colors of Nedbank. Followed her, that's Ashley Pullman from Langebaan, currently in second. Hearing the bell from afar, far off, 68.96 seconds past that clock. That is a good pace now. Will she maintain it? The Stellenbosch athletes now starting to line and get themselves back up in line. They are all three of them bunched up there in the center. That's Jade Williams, Rosalie Pace and Anouk Roelofse. But Painter is painting the streets here in blue. Just a shade of the pace of 2 minutes 28. That's the blue light that you see there in front of her. And suddenly that light has started eluding her. But she was quite abrasive and aggressive as she started off. Wonderfully done, testing herself as Julia Painter. Or Nedbank. Into the final 100 meters now. Will she get there to 18? I think that will be just a shade outside that. Just sneaking into 2 minutes 20 territory. 2:19.72 on the clock. And in second position there from Langebaan, that's Ashley Pullman coming through, and wonderfully done there by Anouk Roelofse that takes the third spot. 2:34, but 2:19, not too shabby. They asked for a pace for 2:22. There's the wonderful picture of the young Ashania Skebas and the junior of juniors, Esther Brink, and Taina Jansen van Rensburg coming across. Esther Brink in the 60 or 55 or 60 plus category. Fabulous running by these women, young women, and mature. Over 800 meters, the 2-lap, this event made famous by Casta Semenya, and the baton has been taken over by the likes of Prudence Segodiso. Ran a 2 minutes, just a shade into the 2 minute mark. Here they are, the second race of 3. Elise Brookman in the colours of Marties, Annabelle Mitchell, McEwen in the colours of Boxer. Yeah, on the outside, that's McEwen, Annabelle McEwen, Marley Pinar in the colours of Marties as well. 3 Marties, 4 Marties, 5 Marties for that matter. And they are all Marley Pinar, Isabel Cochran, Gabriela or Sinoli, and Harriet Smith, all from Marties. Carol Maybe in the colours of Boxer as well. Outside there for Langebaan, that's Angel Pullman. Ashley Pullman ran, in fact, in the previous race. They've asked for a pace of 2 minutes 12. That's what they asked for, and really taking the fight on. See, green light, red light, stop. What a start! What a way to begin it. That is really a fabulous start. That is a rush into the front, taking no prisoners. Fantastic. This is really quick. Looking like she would have wanted to run in the A race. Just making a statement now. There for Langebaan coming through, that's Pullman. Gabriela Senorelli. And And Tuli Angala from Namibia. The Namibian says 59.75 past the bell. A sub 60-second clocking for the first lap. And it doesn't look like she is tiring way too much. She's still holding and posing herself there down the back straight. Lonesome running now, because that's where the hockey fields are on the far end. Angel Pullman is not out of it yet. She's waiting for her moment to pounce. Chasing down the back end there, making a bit of a surge in the colors of Marty's, but Angala really going well for Namibia. She is far, far ahead of the lights. Is she going to clock something close to a 2:07 second into the final stretch? Palmer now, 100 meters. Angala from Namibia. Really brave running. Now she's gritting her teeth and hanging on there. It's going to be a fantastic time. 2 minutes, 9 and a little bit. Oh, Pullman coming through, and in third there, that is Marley Pinard from Marty's. Wonderfully done. 2 minutes 15. That might not be the real time on the clock. This here at the bottom of picture, that is the right timing. That will be 2 minutes 9 seconds for 800 meters women. There it is. Final time. Angala Tuli going at 2 minutes 9.38. So I must say our time on the clock is absolutely spot on. Just that you can't see the splits. Oh, the wave lights. Here they are. Isn't this just fabulous? The views here from Stellenbosch, upgrading the track into a world standard athletics track where great meets get to happen. The second of 3 women's 800 meters, that's done and dusted now. 5 men's 800 meters. That's what's up next. So the first of 5 will have 3 of them, and then we'll have a bit of a recess, and then we'll take on the rest in the main program. So welcome to the pre-program of the Cape Milers Continental Tour Challenger, Stellenbosch. Here are the men. It's a big field, 13 strong. Christian Kochbos goes in the colors of Cape Milers as an individual entry. He'll be there on the outside. Ricky Robertson as well. Josh Peterson from Langebaan. So waiting to see whether we see the men from Langebaan. Richard Williamson, Luke Hotsman, Chris Stiley, in the colors of Belleville, Champagne Sibanyole. Going well. He's going to be also in the colors of Langebaan. He's in the center of picture there. Only one man from Langebaan, in fact. That's only him. The rest not there. Inside there. Langebaan strandlopers. That's the blue and white vests. So they start in the lanes this time around. The women already smashed to the inside. Men will start in their lanes and alongside just past the 3, a little bit past the 300 meter mark on the other side, adjacent to the pole vault. That's where they will start to cut in. John David Lindnar, Jesse Diogard, tall figure. Christian Kochbos. That's that tall figure in lane 2. Final prep. the men first race, 800 meters, first of 5. So once again, this is a pre-program. We'll have the first 3, then a bit of a break. See in the house here, Gerald the Cock is in the house making his presence here in the heart of Stellenbosch. 800 meters, second race. Beautiful running here. So they have been tasked. There's no pacer, but they've been tasked with producing a faster time. That will be time 1:58. Looking out for, that's Kotsbos. He's taken the lead. Christian there at the front, there alongside him from Langebaan Strandlopers. That's Arian Benisi. Langebaan there with him. That's Sompang Signoniela. Fared very well at the youth and juniors, but how will he do this one? This is a lovely group now, looking for a sub 60. Yes, it is a 58.05 for the first lap. This is going to be all about the thrills, the spills. They've been tasked with 158. Will they get there? 59 on the nose is what they needed to have gone. Kotsbos now taking the lead, saying to the man from Langebaan, Slompang Signoniela. But he's not done yet. Signoniela hanging on. That elastic still intact, but it looks like right about now, Kotsbos, there it goes. It's done. It's lights out. It's goodbye. Doing fairly well. Christian Kotsbos, is he going to get through? He's still got some strength and speed. He is not done yet. He's looking for a time. 158. He needs to get there. I think he's going to smash that 158 barrier in some style. 156.35. Beautifully done. In second position there, Signoniela doing really well.
Let's bring this down
Third race. So the sparks have already started flying. the first 158 in the pre-race program. One to look out for later on will be the 1,500 meters masters. That's going to be fascinating.
Johan, these coaches are in the way here in my angle.
Well away. Oh, look at the fight already. Because it's not a lot of athletes. That's why they all immediately cut back in. They didn't go over the lengths. In the colors of Stellenbosch, Nathan Kluter. Well, he really has gone out hard. Smooth running there down the back end, putting a stamp early on in this race, maybe trying to run the sting out of the legs of everyone else. Catch me if you can. That's the question. That's the mark. Emil Willemse now going well. The gaps will start to close now. Martis is in pursuit in second there. Or that's Belleville. Fishhoek also chasing down hard. Langebaan. Battle Athletics. And you can hear parents shouting aloud, Boetie, jy moet hol. Absolutely powering on. He is still hanging on there. That's Nathan Kluter in the colors of Stellies. Second position coming through, chasing him down. This is going to be fascinating to watch. Down the back end for the last bend, around the crown of the bend. It is now still on the lights, and the rest of the men starting to feel the punch, starting to feel the heat. Caleb Clausen chasing through down on the inside, but this was absolutely fearless. Lethan, will he run the fastest time? That might be the second fastest time. 1:56.66 for Lethan Kluter. Took the fight all out to the gentleman. Says, catch me if you can. Second race done and dusted for the men 800 meters. Pre-program here at Cape Milas Continental Tour Challenger. One of three. First one, Ezekiel Speng down in Potch. The second one is here at Cape Milas in Stellenbosch. And the final one will be the Sabini Clash. That one is a silver, a slight upgrade. And of course, at the end of this year, or the end of this month, will the Botswana Golden Grand Prix, as well as I think Wade van der Kant will be running in that one, the Botswana Golden Grand Prix, with the national championships here in Stellenbosch. Exactly a week from now. Next week, this time, will be the senior national championships. 2 days of riveting action. But all action is here at the Cape Milas. Christian Apples for the third race of the 800 meters. Christian Apples, he's going to be lining up alongside Daniel Rhino in the colors of Belleville. Daniel Conradi in the colors of Athletes Academy. Aiden Payne. Also the colors of Nedbank Athletics Club. That is Luke Rudolph. 800 meters. Contest scheduled. Just slightly a minute or so of the actual start time. So we are pretty much on time as far as proceedings are concerned. But one of the first finals that will come through, that will be the 110-meter hurdles. That one really going to be fascinating to watch. Number 1, 2, 3, 4 in South Africa will be here.
Gaan nou ver. En gaan nou ver.
Yeah, it is already calling out the shots there that we are all involved with athletics, track and field. Of course, Boland Palatu will be hosting the national championships here in Stellenbosch exactly 1 week from now. Next week, the 16th, if you are in Stellenbosch, the national championships, the SA Stars, Wait van Niekerk has confirmed he's running. He's going to be running in the 100 meters. That's going to be absolutely fascinating. The national championships, some of the junior and senior stars for South African glory. Theodore Hill inside there. Christian Apples. Luke Rudolph. Rowan Murray. Matthew Angula. That might be Angula's brother that ran that incredible 800 meters earlier on in the women's opening race. Although I don't see where he is, he was due to be in lane 5 with race number 221. Don't quite see him. Right now, after the first bite of the cherry, didn't quite get off the mark. Eight 800 meters. So they've asked for much. 152 is what they've asked for. Will they get there is the question. There is Angula. There he is. The brother of Angula. She was in the first race in that incredible lineup. So too he does the same. It runs in the family. It's the front is young Matthew Angula. Followed there in second position. Oh, gorgeous weather conditions and the competition absolutely in tops. Joshua Smith, Aidan Payne. Leighton Cyphers follows Angula. He decides now, I want to go with Angula. I might run a PB if I just hang on long enough. But it's not over. It's a 3-horse race with a 4th man just lingering a tad bit off that pace. Rowan Murray. Oh, it looks like Murray wants to make a surge there on the outside, but the gap is not closing for him quick enough. The gap in front of him, though, from Angula is opening quite rapidly. He's going well. Angula, a fearless, brave run, just as his sister done. Now, finally, the gap elastic has opened up on the inside now. Chris Goos. Is he going to have enough Goos to close that gap down? He is chasing hard and fearless. It's going to be a good time. Going to be a 153 very high. For 153.51 mid. Angula takes 1. And Chris Goos in second. Bumped into 3rd there. That's the man that was early into second and held it off his most of the time. That's Rowan Murray. His second race, done and dusted, or 3rd race, I beg your pardon. Now we move our attention to precision to 110-meter hurdles, the high hurdles, just 1.067 meters off the ground for the men's 110-meter hurdles. Right, going up now. Ansumay, the SA defending champion. No, not this time. No. 4:18 at best. She's up against Marie Reinsdorf. That is the sight. And this is the moment. The African record holder, the South African multiple champion, Antonio Alcana. Is he back in shape? Alongside him, that's a silver medalist. Can't do that. So we, just as I was about to get excited with the 110-meter hurdles, we went back to pole vault, and now we are back. So this is the shorter pole vault. This is Mondre Barnard, silver medalist last year by a split second, 1/1000th of a second into second position, with Franco Leroux taking gold. Here is the lineup. The men's 110-meter high hurdle. Andre Barnard, of course, the glamour boy. He was at the World Indoor Championship this year, represented South Africa, and got knocked out in the semi-finals. Alongside him, number 43, that's just Jason October, in the colors of Athletes Academy. Inside of him in the Addy there, Antonio Alcana, representing Belleville. Of course, you'll see the Addy gear. That's after World Athletics on Monday. I sent out a letter saying that at these Continental Tour challenges, athletes may represent their sponsorships. So most of them will be in their sponsorship gear, as Antonio Alcana there, the African record holder, the South African multiple champion, the SA record holder. He owns it at 13.11 since 2017. Mondre Barnard, the up-and-coming star, the glory boy from the Eastern Province. He's got the number 141. Jason October, Denmark Jacobs is the next man there on the inside. That's the man, the 2025 gold medalist, men under 23. This year bumped into second. That's Denmark Jacobs. Alongside him, 136. That's Lethan Amon in the colors of Eastern Kraaifontein. Side there, race number 323. That would be Jaden Smith, but Smith not there. Of course, the race will now come to Temar Jacobs. Of course, bumped off the podium last year. Can he take on the African record holder, Reinhard Strauss, on the outside? Multiple South African finals. This is the final of the men 110-meter hurdles. Oh, but rocket steady. Is it clean this time around? Mondre Barnard takes the lead. Antonio Alcana, the SA champion, the African record. Look at Denmark on the outside. It's going to be long to Denmark Jacobs. A sub 14, 13:57. What a race. From being second at SA Championship under 23, Denmark Jacobs says, I will take on the SA champion, the silver medalist, the African record holder for this Continental Tour Challenge. Glory, Denmark Jacobs, you beaut. This is how it came about. Antonio Alcana was in the lead. Mondre Barnard, the clips, the pitter-patter of the feet. Denmark, absolutely crisp, smooth over the barriers. Precision meets the athlete. There's the man, the senior statesman, Antonio Alcana, as the crowd makes a noise. Well, no one will ever take that one away from him. The SA record, the African record, Denmark. Oh, I beg your pardon, that is Antonio Alcana. Right now, coming back to the 100 meters. That's the man, Sultan Arip, in the colors of Qatar. Inside there, in lane number 1, not yet ready, just taking his kit off. That is Jero Kaiser in the colors of Cape Milas. Inside of him from Marty's, that's Chad Clausen. He's at well, I beg your pardon, Jamie Fisher's in lane 3. It's Jamie Fisher, not seeing lane 2 yet. Outside him, from Qatar, that is Sultan Harip. A fabulous 10.71 personal best. How good is he going to do this time around in South Africa? They, of course, coming through from Potchefstroom, and now they are at the Cape Milas as the young Qatarian. Alongside him, that's Doran Isaacs in the colors of Langebaan, number 160 in lane 5. Outside of him, in lane 6, Chad Steenberg, representing Tygerberg Athletics Club. So ready for a fabulous cracker. He says, yes, I'm ready. Raises his hands aloft. It's time for the men 100 meters. Of course, the fastest time this year, the world lead time, came from a 400 meter specialist. The world champion is the man from Botswana, Colin Kibinatsipi, a 9.89. He didn't run it once, he ran it twice in Botswana. So, this is a fast track. This is a new track. It is very, very bouncy. Could they go to some wonderful times? Janro Keiser, lane 2, Chad Clausen, in 3, Jamie Fisher. Sultan Harip, the Qatarian, goes right in the center in lane 4. Doran Isaacs, Langebaan, one of the junior athletes in lane 5, and lane 6, Chad Steenberg. 100 meter dash.
On the javelin only. Okay, ik maak zo.
Chad last to get down, controlling the tempo and momentum. How they will set. Unsteady there. Unsteady, he knows it. Hands goes aloft, but it was a long hold. I must give it to him. It was a long hold. It's steady. Let's have a look. See, Chad is rocking left and right. It's not steady yet. Now lane 3, and then a let loose from almost fell out of his blocks in lane 1. That's what triggered him. So what the call? What color card will he receive? You are all safe but warned. Everyone still in it. There was a slight delay. They held long, they twitched, and that set the man in lane 1 off, Janro Keiser. Second time of asking, here we go. Keiser, Clausen, Fisher, Harip, Isaacs, Steenberg. 100 meter dash. That's one. Event 10, final 2 of 4 men, 100 meters. And Here is the moment of truth. Harip said last again, but this time he went. First to blink. They were under duress. They were under a warning. Will they get away with murder this time? Long walk back. There's a bit of hope. He's not gone away. There is a bit of hope as he lingers on his line. Second race. Lots of drama. The second time that they had to reset. Come into it again. But this time it will be with one less man. So Harip has walked away. He's done. He's out of it. He's decided, nee, ek is nou klaar. Or maybe not. He's coming back and the officials are walking towards all of them. What is the decision? Running under duress for the third time. Everyone is still there. 100 meters. So the youngsters get a third time lucky. All still in. Jandro Keiser, Chad Claassen in 2, Jamie Fisher in 3, Sultan Harip in 4, Doran Isaacs in 5, and Chad Steenberg in lane 6. This time they're away, this time it is fabulous, and it is that man, the Qatari, that decided he's going to go all out. He has left them in the wake, and it's a fabulous 10.62. Sultan. So, a personal best for him. That's a 10.62. Sultan Habib, Harip, I beg your pardon, takes that one, not too impressed, because they had to set 3 times, they had to try it all over again. Oh, but he was quick out of his blocks and quickly into his running, leaving the rest chasing shadows. 10.62, unofficial result for Sultan. Oh, there he is. There is the... Long jump. Here we are now. This is round 3, men 100 meters, the third of them. Out in lane 1, Brentley Damon. He's got number 99 on his chest. Langebaan there inside him in lane 2, that is Gordon Lottering. Upgraded his race number from 99 to 100. That is Brentley Tabin. Gordon Lottering in lane 2. Sherman Duplessis. He's out in lane 3 for Western Cape. And inside him, they're in lane 4. That's AJ Simpson in the colours of Athletics Academy. And Dylan Swartz for Langebaan in lane 5. Outside for Marties, that's Tian Walters. Said Salim in the colours of Qatar. not shown in lane 7. Here we go. Only 6 athletes.
Guys ready?
Damon, Lothar, Duplessis, Samson, Swartz, and Walters. Who is the fastest? Let's see. In under 12 seconds. Oh, a little bit of a light toe drag there in lane 2. That's Gordon Lottering in the colours of Langebaan. Is going to be ran in. Oh, that is really tight. That's tighter than that. It's going to need a photo finish to tell us who took it, because Gordon Lottering thought he had it on his inside. Sherman Duplessis came rushing. It's going to come down to a split decision. Let's see how this one encounter. Sherman left him. He had a sloppy start though, but he quickly got into his running, raising the leaf, knees aloft, but the rush back from Sherman on the line, on the money. Super, super tight. Who won it? Here we are. Duplessis taking it. Duplessis taking it just on the line, on the money. It came down to split seconds as Gordon Lotter, their confirmation. We'll see just now on the board. Or maybe not.
Nice. Vince.
Interviews with the Southern athletes, they are taken to remind the American hand some t-shirts for the spectators in our place. Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, and here is our first World Athletics Continental Challenger event. There's the finals. These are the real deal.
And the moment of truth is here. The focus will be right down the center. And it is the final race of the 100 meters. Looking for a fantastic season's opener. On the inside there is Sven Hopman, representing Western Cape University. And alongside him in lane 2, Lukman Khabir, the SA under-23 champion from 2024. 10.43 personal best, but this is the man in question, the beast from the east, the African record holder, the fastest man on the African continent, Ferdinand Omanyala, 9.77. Is there anyone faster than him? The Commonwealth champion, the African champion. He is one of the fastest men. His fastest season's opener has been a 10-second. But now the question is, could he be the first man to run sub-10 on South African soil in the coast? Could he be the first ever in history with the fastest time of Simon Magakwe of 10.05 here? And that was at Greenpoint Stadium. That's going to be absolutely phenomenal to watch. Alongside him, Carl Zinn, World University silver medalist, but that was a team medal. He's a 10.13 fast runner. Carl Zinn. Justin Isaacs goes in lane 6. Keegan van der Merwe in lane 7. Rio Maurice in lane 8. And there is seriously what superiority and seniority. The man to take off the top last, keeping warm for as long as possible. It happened last year with Gift Lotlela, showing that he understands. The fastest man on the African continent, Ferdinand Omanyala, the beast from the east. 9.77. Season's opener of 10 on the nose last year. Could he have a proper season's opener? Mind you, he got beaten at the South African Grand Prix by Letebele. He doesn't want to lose to another South African. Away we are. A bit under pressure now. Ferdinand Omanyala, the fastest man on Africa, on the African continent, finally enters running 10.19. Not to be here. Not to be his fastest season's opener at the coast in Stellenbosch. The African record holder, the fastest man on the African continent, Ferdinand Omanyala. They call him the Beast from the East. Well, this is how it happened. The start wasn't that tidy. He got into his running, but he is a lot of man. He is a huge lad. Look at all of that power, speed, strength. Ferdinand Omanyala, the champion here at the Cape Milers Continental Tour Challenger. Oh, he's got a fabulous smile. Ubay Arendts 10.55. Well, he's gone faster than that to 10.13. Grabs his flowers and says yes. Oh, the South Africans love him. Ferdy Omanyala.
Here comes all three. We're always willing to chat and hand out autographs.
Kan ek gou hom interview daar? Kan ek hom gou interview?
Yeah, he's going to interview out there at the back top. He's just rocked out on his streaming commentary. Tabo lyk goed in sy wit overall.
Ek sal nou luister. Laat weet.
Taking the selfies.
Grab you off the list for an interview, and then you come back. I'm gonna do it then. Yeah, he's coming back. He's coming back.
So in the meantime, we're getting ready for the first of two men's 300 meters, 3,000 meters.
No, he's coming back now.
7.5
He's
laps.
coming back now.
You got a drink.
Well done, you. Thank you.
Gee my sommer daai. O, jy het nie nog een nie. Ek gaan like, ja, vra jy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here is Ferdinand Omanyala. They call him the Beast from the East. The African man, the fastest man on the African continent. Ferdy, how does it feel? A season's opener. I know you wanted to run faster than last year, which was a 10 on the nose. We had anticipated that. There was no one to chase you. I know you wanted to go. But a 10.19 season's opener at sea level, that's quite nice.
Yeah, I'm impressed. The track feels nice. Now it feels like home because I've been here for the last 2 weeks, so felt like a workout. But I'm impressed. I mean, we start from there and then build it up.
Wow, world-class facilities here in Stellenbosch at the high school. How has the crowd been? Have you enjoyed South Africa so far? As you say, home away from home.
Yeah, I mean, the crowd has been awesome, and thank you for coming, guys, and I hope I see you again next time. Of course, Stellenbosch has been awesome, good meets, and yeah, I mean, it's been home, and we've had such a great time. It's been peace and quiet for the last 2 weeks for me, for the camp into the season.
So, preparation, what are you looking for this year? Where to from here?
Of course, we're having the Commonwealth Championships coming up in July and going to defend that 100-meter title. So that for me is a big one, and then the Ultimate Championships later on.
So, Ferdy, let me let you go. Go enjoy, celebrate with all the fans. They are looking for you. They want to have some pictures. Ferdinand Omanyala, ladies and gentlemen. Now middle distance once again. This is 3,000 meters. 7.5 laps of track action. The first of 2. So they asked for a pace here in the opening stages. Over 1,005 or 3,000 meters, I beg your pardon. That's quite a big field and a big ask for the first race here in the 3,000 meters. Welcome back again to the pre-program. They've asked for a 70-second lap. That's where the blue lights are, and right about now they are pretty much intact, pretty much in the pound seats. That's Bernard Lombard. That's Luvo Manyonga. Not getting off, not getting off. The first jump there for Luvo, the world champion and Olympic silver medalist, the SA record holder, over 8.65. Jumped that in Potchefstroom on an early morning. Early breeze, one jump, it was done. But Luvo Manyonga back again. Now coming back in the colors of Academy. They on the far end. That's Stoll, man from Stellis. That's Bernard Lombard in the lead with the race number 211. And behind him there for Stellenbosch, that would be Regan Titus. Back to the long jump again. These are early jumps. So you'll hear the crowd roar into life. Keanu Rats, the colors of Stellenbosch, right there in behind him, tucked in, sandwiched in between. Anthony Clayton in third, just getting into their rhythm. That is Anthony Clayton in second, Keanu Rats in third for Clayton Rats. Keanu in the colors of Stellenbosch, Keanu Rats in second, and there at the front in the colors of Marty's, Reinhard Lombard. Still within that required pace of 70 seconds per lap, meaning that they are looking for a 8:50 finish time. Now Rats moves to the front, says, right, we're working together, so I'll take the lead for now, chase me for now. Anthony slots into the second spot as the early race leader starts feeling the pace or the brunt. That is Bernard Lombard. Anthony is not done. Anthony Clayton and Keanu Rats. The two there still well on pace. Still well on record pace. Or the required run pace. Now this is Anthony saying, can you run a bit faster? He's right on him. On his heels, breathing hot air down his ears and saying, come, let's go. It's time to do battle. Keanu answers the call and starts to streak a little bit. No one else trying to go with them with that pace. They are on time. The blue lights is what they required. If they happen to get to the green lights, now Clayton takes the lead. The green lights will mean that they want to run 9 minutes. Once they get under that 9, 8:50, 55, that would be somewhere there. Taking into consideration what kind of a close they will have. Keanu's not done yet. Anthony Clayton goes through. 6:33 past the bell there, or 6:35. The two of them now working nicely together. Looks like they are getting ahead of the lights. They are increasing their tempo. They have increased the tempo. They have increased the pace. Anthony is right on the edge, living on the edge. Every stride being on the money. Blue lights still there. Anthony Clayton now opening up a gap. That's a sign of a man defeated. Looking in behind him is Keanu Rats. Looking at who else is chasing, feeling the pain, and he is done with that pace. Anthony believes now. Gets the bell at 7 minutes 41. He has left Keanu chasing shadows in behind. He is still ahead of the blue lights. Still chasing 8:50 to the mark. He's got 300 meters. There's a bit of hope. The lights are behind him. They are chasing him though. He has to close quicker. Has to pick up the knees, grind arms, and start to believe a bit more. Anthony Clayton. Yeah, at Stellenbosch Continental Tour Challenger pre-program festivities over 3,000 meters. 7.5 laps of this beautiful track. He's done it in style. He's done it good. He's done it well. A few hundred meters now. Only 100 meters to go for Anthony. The last little bit, grinding and gritting the teeth. Anthony is the champion of the first race here. Keanu Rats will come into second. 8 minutes 47. Asked for 8:50 and he got to 8:47. Keanu Rats in second position for Stellies. Well, that was a brave display there. And now for Langebaan, that's our Grant Reuters, as he is sorted out, the man in the colors of Marties, the early race leader. That's Bernard Lombard.
Yes, ik ga op je gras.
Lots of action here. All powering for the line. 3,000 meters.
Take that shot, Daniel. Take that shot.
Now,
Take it, Daniel.
field events galore. On the far end there, that's the javelin. Execution quite crisp.
And ladies and gentlemen, the next race will be one of the highlights of the evening. It is going to be fantastic to watch. It will be the women's 2,000 meters. Come on, the ladies.
Up against the youngsters on the inside of her, they in the colors of Office Macy's. That is Tinik or Minka Dacker in the colors of Stellenbosch now with the number 14. That is Caprina Alcaster. They're on the outside of them in the colors of Marty's.
What do you want to see? Keep it there, keep it there, keep it there.
Minka Dacker, medalist from the National Championship, under 20. She's now in the colors of Office Macy's. Alongside her there, that's Linda de Bruin of Multisports, and Lisha van Onselen in the colors of Cap Milers. Now 3,000 meters. Tyler Kavanagh had the Spa women's race of her life. Dacker going with her. Really, Tyler Kavanagh has had a seesaw stage or last year, but that victory against Glenrose Kaba has really set herself up. Look at this. This is supreme. This is an elite against the rest of the ladies. Tyler Kavanagh. Oh, this is wonderful to see her on the track once again. Really pushing the paper, pushing the time, Tyler Kavanagh. Now the question is, how quick will she get there? She has asked for a brutal pace, and that pace, she is well beyond the lights. Looked for a time 8 minutes 55 for the women's race. 8:55. That's where the blue lights would be. They are nowhere in sight. The green lights are at 9:10. So the faster time, could she get within sight 8:35 or 8:50? That would be something extraordinary. Kavanagh. Oh, the tempo is extremely well. She is 10 meters ahead of the light. This is a South African queen, the SA champion over 5 kilometers. And that victory against Glenrose might have just brought her back. She'd had an up and down, disbelief in herself, worried a lot. Look at where the lights are. Look at the cadences, the arm carriage. This is just poetry in motion from Tyler Kavanagh. Beautiful running, and this is the place to come and run. If you want to run a time, I tell you what, Stellenbosch on this very track could be the place to come and do it at the Cape Milers Continental Tour Challenger. She is focused. Look at her face. A picture of absolute concentration. Tyler Kavanagh from KwaZulu-Natal to the mother city, to Cape Town. She says, I could be one of the very best. Is this history in the making? Could she get within the top 5 times ever ran by a South African woman? Continental Tour Challenger. This is absolutely wonderful. She has energized the stadium. The field is decimated. She has brutalized them and left them all chasing. Minka Daka is somewhere there in second, but it's all about this lady here on screen. It's all about the Durbanite that comes to the coast. This is what she wants to do. She is a woman on a mission. Now, 3 minutes. The first kilometer done and dusted. This could be history in the making. This could be something extraordinary. 4 more laps to go for Tyler Kavanagh, and the crowd appreciating the magic that they are witnessing. She came here, she's running alone. There are no other takers trying to chase her. Yeah, some of the chasing groups here in behind. Tyler Kavanagh. Looking good. Oh, she is pouring on the pace. She's absolutely taking no prisoners. There's Tyler Kavanagh. Yes, there was a lot of drama after that victory, and that has sparked a rivalry that was never there, if one has to be quite honest, because Glen Rose had been running in her own stratosphere, but her face is really the 3-time South African champion over multiple distances. Here's Tyler Kavanagh. Closed the season off last year with a 31:13. They're in the colors of boxer. Running still well, that's Luca van der Wal. Represented South Africa at the World Cross Country, the juniors. But Kavanagh stepping down to the 3,000 meters. This is going to be absolutely incredible to watch. She's got a personal best of 9 minutes 48. That personal best looks like it's going to be a thing of the past for Tyler Kavanagh. Personal best of 9:48.21. Is that going? Kavanagh. She is really en route. The light's nowhere in sight. She asked for a pace at sub 9 minutes. Oh, look at how she goes past the rest. A taxi in die geelbaan kom nie naby nie. She's absolutely ferocious. Crisp, smooth, tippy toes, chasing, and this is what she's doing to them. She is decimating them. She is putting them under the scorcher, passing them at regular interval. Looks like the Pac-Man is on the move. takes another one, spits them back out again. Luca Duval looks like she's chasing for third position. We'll start seeing them as she goes past them at regular, but look at her face, a picture of concentration, a picture of a woman with a mission. The mission is to run one of the fastest times in history. Tyler Kavanagh, the bell, 7 minutes 38. Is this going to be history in the making? The final lap, the penultimate lap. Tyler Kavanagh, 300 meters to run, and the crowd is starting to believe, as she is starting to believe. Oh, just look at how she moves. She is smooth. She is crisp. 8 minutes 55 is what she asked for. She is going to decimate that. 8 minutes 15, 17, 20 seconds. Around the crown of the bend. For the final time now, she asked Tyler Kavanagh at the Cape Milers, the Continental Tour Challenger champion. But look at this time. There's a champion over 10,000 meters. She's going to obliterate that her time. Her personal best of 9 minutes is a thing of the past. 9:31 was her personal best. She has absolutely obliterated it. Tyler Kavanagh. Beautiful. Oh, there she is, the 6th fastest ever time on South African soil for women. The 6th fastest time. Tyler Kavanagh, the smile is back on from the Durbanite as she claims La Victorie in Cape Town. Stellenbosch, oh, Tyler Kavanagh, your smile says it all. You have done it. You came, you saw, you conquered. Mika Daka will claim the 2nd position. This is a moment of glory. Tyler Kavanagh, the 6th fastest of all time, and a personal best, a mighty, mighty personal best from 9 minutes 31. She takes that one at 8 minutes 46.88. Tyler Kavanagh, after winning the women's spa race, what a race. You want an interview with Tyler? Tyler, hang on, Taylor. Well done. We're going to talk. Okay, we're not going to talk on the big mic. Wait, there. Right, let's go there. Stop. Let's go that way.
Sorry, Anna.
Kom ek kry jou aan. I'm coming. Well, no, don't pass the line. Yeah, go to the whiteboard. Go to the whiteboard, I'm coming.
Keep me there, please.
Yeah. What? Oh, is there?
After he had he is an absolute rival. Not even fine. Right, let's hear what she says.
Come on. So, after World Athletics has finally said, okay, it's good for athletes to come and run in their sponsorship gear. Yes, you normally run in the purple, but you have traded that purple for this purple today. If you don't know which purple, that's Hollywood Bets Athletics, Hollywood's Athletics Club. Tyler Kavanagh, the SA two-time champion. 5 kilometers last year, and what a way to do it. Incredible race, by the way, in the Spa women's race, but today I think that might have sparked some little bit of new energy in you. What has that done for you?
Yeah, so my track season's gone pretty well. Yeah, coming down to Stellenbosch today, I wanted to try see if I could get a good 3K in. Yeah, I think the shorter distance does help you with my 5 and 10, so dropping down in distance is always a good idea. So yeah, came down 3K, really chuffed with how it went. Felt pretty strong out there today. Conditions were really good, so I took advantage of that, and all round just had a really solid run.
So, your personal best was, up until today, 9 minutes 31 and a little bit. You have done that, but some margin. How about that? 8:46.
Yeah, I'm absolutely stoked, really happy with that. The goal was to just try break 9 today, so to really knock off quite a bit of that, I'm really, really happy. Training's been going nicely. Yeah, so to put together a really good race today, I think cherry on top going to SA Track and Field Champs next weekend.
So that means on the 18th next week, back in Stellenbosch. Which distance, though? That's the question. You come down from 10 kilometers, now you're back on the track. What distance are you going to do?
So I've decided to double and do the 5 and 10K. I know it's going to be quite a short turnaround. Racing the 5K on Thursday afternoon and the 10K final on Saturday. But yeah, I think I have sufficient time to try recover and get the legs flowing and spinning quite nicely. So looking forward to racing that and yeah, seeing how that goes.
Tyler Kavanagh, Cape Miler's Continental Tour Challenger champion. Here she is. Let's give her a nice round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Kavanagh.
Well done.
Heel lekker om tegen zelfs bij de atleetkoers te zien bij die man 4000. Dat is het aanbieding.
What have you gone? What have you gone so far?
Maar dit is een record, maar ze gaan gerealiseerd 44. Dus kijk naar Luke Omanyala, je moet dan ook op die aanloop van die versprint, je kan maar die helpen. Die mannen, hier komt een grote groep. Jullie die lezen, dat is de doel, maar dat zal het zijn.
Fabulous time for Tyler Kavanagh. But now we are at the men's 3,000 meters. And the former South African record holder, Jerry Motsau, in this mix. He's there in second. Keanu Domingo, South African bronze medalist from last year, over 1,005. It was a 1-2-3 for the Northwest. And the son of the soil here at the front. Well, this is really going to be good to watch him running here in the front. That's the tall figure of Arendse. So normally we would see Arendse running in the red colors. Leandro Arendse, the men's 3,000 meters, the second round of them. Bronze medalist from last year, Keanu Domingo in the purple people eaters, the NWU. The only campus that's got over 2 provinces. 3 campuses. One in Mahikeng, one in Potchefstroom, and one in Vanderbijl. And there in behind them, just out of picture, that was Amogelang Tatai, the SA junior record holder, 7 minutes 57.33. Jerry Motsau, the former SA record holder, move away as they leave Arendse. I think Arendse might have been pacing for them, but he is surely out as the big boys from Potch Track Club starts to pour on the pace. Jerry Motsau the statesman here. He is on pace. They've asked for a thriller. And a thriller they will produce. They came all the way from Potch and have decided that Potch Track Club and the NW University will come and do fireworks. Searching for 7 minutes 42. Of course, Luan Minnick ran one of the incredible times as well. Arendse 2025 silver medalist. He's out. Jerry Motau, former South African record holder. He is the meeting record holder as well. A 7:59, but they have asked for 7:42. That's something quite extraordinary. Jerry Motau, Keanu Domingo. 1005 bronze medalist. Mokoto is also in there. Leandre Titus, Keanu Domingo, Divan de Vries, Kilan Olifant. But Jerry Motau, as a writer, is calling his teammate, Kom, jy moet hier wees. And his teammate Keanu Domingo is not getting there. Look at the distance and behind him. He's got quite some work to do. Domingo. Jerry Motau. Well, let's see. The likes of Tyron Brooks and Melvin Mashishi also lining up here. The under 23 or the under 20 double medalist. But to just outside 5:20, 2 kilometers. Really clicking down the marks. He's into the final kilometer. He's got 800 meters to run. As soon as he passes the clock here, he's almost on record pace or the required pace time. As Domingo has decided, nee, ek stel nie belang nie. You can maar go. Jy kan maar gaan. Ek gaan nie saam nie. It's a bietjie taai in die kombuis. Jerry Motau feels like, well, he ran an incredible race in Potchefstroom a couple of weeks ago, and the clock stopped. It looked like it's a world record, but it was a lap shy. Former South African champion, look at him go. Multiple South African champion, is a proper 340, 335, 1,500 meter runner. So let's see how he does this one this time around. Jerry Motau running a time of his life. The final bell or the final lap. Jerry Njerere Mna Walefata, all the way from Bokonivu Pirima to the mother city, to Stellenbosch. Looking for a time, looking for maybe something special, but he's running a time or a race of his life, all one man. University Games bronze medalist, the 3-time South African champion. 7:40 is personal best over 3,000 meters. Could he get there? They've asked for 7:42. It's just outside that. Jerry Motau, as the lights start streaking away. Now we found a little bit of rhythm into the final stretch. 7:40, sub 45, 7:46. 7:46. The personal best of 7:40 while running one man. Jerry Motau, Keanu Domingo for second, Abogelan Tatai for the bronze, the young man from Klerksdorp. Melvin Mashishi also coming through, but what a brave run there by the young gentleman. Yes, Kevin Eckley and Luca Karsten. Divan de Vries also coming through, Tyron Brooks as well. But 7 minutes 45, just a couple of splits away from his PB. Jerry Motsau, the senior statesman here, really delivering.
Bubba, can I share a result?
Yeah. So what a time we are having here at the Cape Milers Continental Tour Challenger. We are at Stellenbosch Hoërskool. The crowds are really out here in their numbers. And here are some of the track results from earlier on. Beautiful running here in the men's 100 meters. Keegan van der Merwe at 10.52 for bronze and silver. Bay Arends, the South African silver medalist, 10.55. He's got personal best of 10.40. Ferdinand Omanyala, a season's opener. The beast from the east taking the spoils here with a 10.19. Oh, fantastic runnings here. Just hearing from the stadium announcer that Jerry Motsau, in fact, the previous record holder of 7:59, he smashed that by some bit. 7:45.61. Now the attention moves not to the pole vault, but to the far end for 1005. So two races coming up in this 1500 meters. You see a woman coming up, straight up. We'll run the first one of two, and then we'll have the men's race. So first the women, the men have already stacked in behind them. Then we'll run the senior men. There'll be two of those heats, and then we'll move back to the 800 meters after these 1005. And that is probably when we are reaching the climax of this evening here at the Cape Town Milers Continental Tour Challenger. Here are the ladies lining up. No. Can I go together? It's not time. It's not time.
Let's go, Emma, let's go!
This is 1005 women's first final, 1.5, and leading the race here from the United Kingdom, that's Ann Cooper. Jolene following her up there in the second position. But this is good running. Karina Maber in the colours of boxer, trapped up there in third, fourth position. Nika Jacobs. Samari Buata in the colours of Marties. The youngsters also making the Amorey van Wyk for Stellenbosch Hoërskool. Rugel Swart, Mila de Jager. Stellenbosch also. Tabunisia in the colours of Stellenbosch. They're in the colours of boxer. in second position. Just trying to see as they come around here. Volmi Verbeek. Van Wyk there from Stellenbosch Hoërskool coming through as well. Van Wyk. But the United Kingdom star has come out, and Cooper. And she's gone out like guns blazing. But she might be under threat now. She might come under pressure because relentlessly closing the gap is Volmi Verbeek, who's in second. And they're from Bloemhof Macy's also coming through nicely. That's Anne Janssen van Rensburg. Now the gap has closed significantly. She is under threat. And with a number 279 there for Stellenbosch. Hoërskool. That's Samurai van Wyk. Bell, she's got up a bit of a spring now. You can see that gap has opened up quite a little bit again. Just as we thought that she was going to be caught, she took a deep breath and suddenly gone into power mode and gone away from Volmi Verbeek, who's in second, but Anne Cooper really having a time of her life here. She's got into her rhythm and opened up a sizable gap. The final 200 meters and counting. And Cooper. Not worried about the lights in this encounter. They have certainly left those lights a long time ago. From the United Kingdom, the winner here for this race. Clock still ticking, and Cooper. And Verbeek will be in second. He's got a time of 4 minutes 41 and some change. For Anne Cooper in second position. Verbeek there in the red colors, and in third position that is Van Wyk in the colors of Stellenbosch, or that is September boxer also coming through, Annabelle McEwen. There's all of the ladies now that have finished this fabulous encounter. Karina Meiber there in the colors of boxer, ran well to work herself. Benoni Harriers coming through. Speaking of Harriers, tomorrow is the world's most beautiful race, Total Sports Two Oceans, powered by BYD. Starting off, the first gun will go off at 5:15. That will be the elites, your Gerda Steyn. It will be all about the top contenders. Some of the results coming up on screen shortly. This was the final of the women 3,000 meters. Luca de Val running in the colors of boxer, a time of 9 minutes 57. But what a run by Minka Dacker in the colors of his Macy's, a 9 minute 40 and 16 seconds. And the winner, the champion of the Cape Milers Continental Tour Challenger Grand Prix, 3,000 meters, 8 minutes 46, running the 6th fastest time by a South African woman of all time, and a massive personal best from 9:31 to 8:41. Quite remarkable. Now then, the men, 1,005. No time to linger around. It's time to immediately start showing your intent and showing what you are made of. The Wayne Yankees takes the lead. And then the colors of Stellenbosch is William van Beek, Hoërskool, also running fairly smooth. The two of them, they will take control of this 1,500 meter encounter. Although the chasing group not that far off, they are there within touch, within striking distance.
No, so the one was at the beginning.
Oh, look at the youngsters coming through. Colin Carlsen for Stellenbosch in second position. Titan Kiet.
Someone would come and I'll like slow down so she can walk back and she would be walking next to me. And it would be so much
Looking smooth, good into his running and smooth. Well, he's not going to be his giver. Yankees looking for the bell. But the fight is going to be Colin Carlsen. He's going to be chased down there by the man from Cullies. Justin Brown in fighting for second position, fighting for survival. But Yankees has decided that he wants gold all the way in this encounter, and he will take it, barring disaster. It's got just a little bit over 200 meters to run. Now enters the 200 meter zone. And Justin Brown hanging on for second. Colin Carlsen. But this all about this man. But you can see his real intent. His focus. The arms are pumping hard. The knees are going. He's really trying to get there. Everything here, Cat Mullers going for personal best times. 4 minutes, 4 and some change. And the Stellies men coming through for second. That is Colin Carlsen and Hoërskool. They closed that gap on each other, but they fought against Brown, who was working really, really hard. On some Putti as well. So 4:04 on the nose. No milli splits there from the clock there in behind. So to the clock here on screen. Or the youngsters from Langebaan being called to the finish line by the crowd. Just over 5. Fantastic running by the young men. As we get up for the second final here for the men's 1005. Porarato Masilwane. As they start getting themselves there in the far back end. that's a great execution. That's good. Keep making light work of that one. Of course, the factory here in Stellenbosch. Abdullah Saad from Qatar with the number 271 there. Perfect clearance. A tall figure of Rademacher getting himself ready, but he will be going right there on the far end. 1,500 meters. We are ready for some riveting action. Oleratu Masilwane in the colors of Tuks Sports School. So too in the colors of Tuks. That's Bjorn Erlang, former Affie man. Hoërskool represented there, number 210. That's Liam Kukamoor. 210 on his chest. Keegan Freeman for Nedbank. Daniel van Sail. It's a big field. It's a big field. Jack du Plessis, Adrian Jacobs, Leroute Blanche, Fernando Ankerman from Eerste Rivier. Jaden Opperman, Dian Bakhuizen, Philip van Tonder, John Erlang, Kevin Moray for Tuks as well, Tuks Sports School. That is Masilwane, the 2024 silver medalist in the cross country. Western Cape now looking for some dominance here. Namibian following Rudolph there. Acer Nalukaku going in the colors of Namibia. He's in second. So mind you, these athletes, after World Athletics has confirmed that athletes may compete in their sponsored kit. So a lot of them have certainly taken advantage of that and saying for many years we haven't been able to compete. And just like Tyler Kavanagh said that normally she runs in the Hollywood Bets colors. Dylan Rudolph from the University of Western Cape takes the lead. But now he steps off, he's set up the pace. They've been asked for a pacer. Rudolph steps off from the Western Cape University, and Isa Nalukaku from Namibia takes the lead. Tall figures are Bjorn Erlang, Philip van Tonder, and Kevin Moray. Boxer represented here, but Sandu Barkenhuizen and Jack du Plessis in the back end. Nicholas Anema, ACC Athletics Club, or AAC Athletics Club. Just trying to see what time they have requested. This is the second race for the men 1005. 2 of 4. They've asked for a 3:29 pace with those blue lights. Just outside that time, looking at 2:51, 2:52 on the clock. The final lap, 400 meters, and not done. Nicholas Anema, second position there, but he's closing the gap. The shadow of him just there in the far distance. Naluka. Now the gap there we can see. There's a big chase back there. There's a little surge there in behind. That's Lincoln Lowe, Stellenbosch as well. 150 meters to run round the crown of the bend. This is for the final time. We'll see him come around this bend. And look at 5 men now chasing for second. Olerato Basilwane going there with them, but it's going to be Nyalukaku in the colors of Namibia. But look at the fights now, it's getting real. Oh, on the outside coming through. Left it late. What a way to do it. 3 minutes 52, and he loves it. Hand is in the air. He says, yes, I've done it. I've done it. Liam Kukamur. It's actually Philip van Toorne. Philip van Toorne taking second position there, and then third was that tall figure of Nicholas Anema in the white shirt representing ACC. Exciting action here. AAC. Been saying ACC all the time.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this point I would like to say thank you to Cape Myers for this initiative. It's now year 4, 5th year of doing this for the sport of athletics and middle distance in particular. Thank you. Once of the race, but the best man this year is the driving force behind it. Thank you very much for the work that you've done, and very appreciate if you want to say a couple of words.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you very, very much for being here this evening. Lovely to see the crowds. I think hopefully next year we're going to get back here, and that's going to depend on the headmaster of the school, Mr. Palliser, who is sitting on the stand. Mr. Palliser, thank you very, very much for hosting us here this evening at this magnificent school. What a facility, what a track. You guys can be so proud. It's incredible scenic. Yes, it's a bit dark now.
Right, here we go. Now for some results. It is the men's 3,000 meters. Fabulous bronze for Amagalan Tatai. 8 minutes 07:04. Silver medalist Keanu Domingo, both from the Northwest University. 8:01:65, the bronze medalist from last year, and Jerry Musau, the champion, with a new course record of 7 minutes 45:61. He was the course record holder. He's done it again. This is the Cape Myers Continental Tour Challenger. And that's Stewart, the man behind the magic of Cape Myers. Started back 4 years ago, or 5 years ago. He is the man that's got the heart, the passion, the dream behind this incredible electric event. And Alta Skrieder, Athletics Stadium announcer, commentator for the past 42 years. He's the voice that you will hear on the inside of the stadium as we gear up for the men's 800 meters. Right. .800 meters, 2 times around this track. See who will line up.
Thank
800 meters. This is round number 3 or 4. Number 4 or 5, I beg your pardon. See how this one will unfold as the men start going around Jesse Sampson, Kalafi, or Akala Aburishi in the colors of Saudi Arabia, Fauki in the colors of Saudi Arabia, Joshua van Wyk for Marties, Andrew van Wyk from Athletics Academy. They've asked for quite a brisk tempo. They are on the brink of that. Another man from Namibia as well, showing his face, showing some real intent. Sampson still taking the lead, still taking the men on. But this is going to come down to a sprint finish because 3 men have decided that they are there. Bashar Sharuli from Saudi Arabia. Petrus Shingua, he's still in the mix. He takes the inside, is the man from Namibia. The Namibians have really dominated the middle distances in the pre-program, and look at the gap that he's opened up. Stellenbosch is not done yet. He is still back in the mix. He is still in the fight. Oh, this is going to come down to the very final stretch here. He's on his shoulder now, whisks past Andrew van Wyk. Andrew van Wyk is just strong, just powerful. 151 and some change there to go with it. But Andrew van Wyk decided he wants to take it on. He was out of the race and fought somewhat to a big extent to get himself as the winner of this round 4 of 5 as we gear up for the women 800 meters. This is the main course, the main meal, the fireworks, the sparks. We've been waiting for this moment. Karina Swiegers, South African steeplechase champion, will be lining up. Not there yet. The senior stateswoman in the colors of Nedbank. Kobe Griffith, Michaela, there in the colors of Tux. And yeah, this is going to be really wonderful to watch the medalists all around coming through. That's with the numbers is Karina van Rooyen, the SA under 23 champion, the SA under 20 champion, the SA under 18 champion. She is phenomenal. They're in the colors of Tux. She normally ran in the colors of Bethlehem, ran for the Free State. Naumbo Pape, right here, center of picture. She is on the verge of a sub 2. Could she perhaps do it here? The stage is high. The stage is set. Representing Germany, right there, number 140, Jennifer Hooker. She is a 4-time German champion. Can she get to another personal best time there in the colors of Marties with the number 204? That's Christel Strubich in the colors of Marties, but this is going to be absolute. Aviwe Shoboloshe there on the outside. Maybe she could get into 2-minute club. That's going to be quite remarkable. On the inside of there, Naumbo Pape, Hannah Payne for. Well, this is going to be really wonderful to watch. Fina Dube lining up there on the inside. Number 18 on her chest. Carissa van Rooyen, Aviwe Shoboloshe, Caitlin Duplessis, Michaela Oosthuizen. How many finals has Michaela Oosthuizen ran in at the National Championship? Kobe Griffith on the outside of her, the senior stateswoman. She has been around the block. She has ran many distances and many disciplines, but the 800 meters, probably her favorite. She was in Potchefstroom at the Ezekiel Spring event as well, but this is going to be good to watch. Danielle van Tonder and Matlatsi Ngwenya. They're on the outside. Who's going to get to a sub 2? Brilliant weather condition. Aviwe Shoboloshe, Naumbo Pape, Fina Dube, maybe. Carissa van Rooyen is going to pour on the pace. She is fearless, the under-23 champion. And a pain there on the inside. This is the main event. Kate Milers, Bopape on the inside, Daviwe Shoboloshe on the outside. This is over 800 meters, the main protagonists, the main role players, although left a little bit there, Carissa van Rooyen, the young Free Stater. There goes Aviwe Shoboloshe, followed by Naumbo Pape, followed by Fina Dube. And behind them, they're in the colors of Germany. That's Jennifer Hope. Kobe Griffith. This is not a tactical race. This is flat box all the way from the start, and everyone wants to have a bit in the mix. Pinatube. Well, on the inside there, Naumbo Pape on the shoulder of Dube. Naum Shoboloshe. Oh, she needed to get under 60 seconds. This might be, she will not get under 2. She needed to run a 59 to at least get herself there. Hopke and the colors of Germany closes the gap. They've left Bopape behind. They have left Fina Dube. They have left Carissa. But although she's fighting for 4th as young van Rooyen, Hup is there for Germany. This is going to come down to the final sprint finish. 150 meters. The German versus the South African. The German takes the lead. It is the Dutch ship that is in the lead right now. Jennifer deciding she wants to take the lead. It looks like Shoboloshe is out. The under-23 champion, Carissa, comes into the mix, into second position. Is she going to run a massive personal best? It is going to be true. Needs to run under 205. Yes, she does. She gets a personal best, this young Carissa. But what a run. What a run indeed by Jennifer Hooker in the colors of Germany. Absolutely stunning. Our viewer was on course. So too Hannah Payne, Fina Dube. What a race. The final of the women 800 meters. The fun doesn't stop there because the men's final is going to be equally incredible. Botswana champion, the meeting record holder, an Olympian, a world championships athlete, Kitshobogile Haingura from Botswana is lining up against the under-23 champion, Renier de Villiers, Sander van der Leek, medalist from the national championship, Emil Els, the SA under-16 record holder, under-18 record holder, 156 over 800 meters. Could it be done? This is going to take something special. All the ingredients are there. The stage is set. The weather is brilliant. The platform is Stellenbosch Hoërskool track field. New, fresh, untamed, untapped. Who is going to be the champion? Michael Loubser there. They're in the colors of Pantane. Also coming well, he's been believing in himself. That is Karabelo Motlabedi. Tall figure there. In the green, Motlabedi. Kwazi Nongati. And the colors of Tux. Tivan Farrow. There's Goos as well. Damian Bosch. Johan Stadler. Xander van der Leek from the medals. Emil Els. Renier de Villiers. It is loaded. What a lineup. Michael Loubser. Marki Mwanzimba from Baldry. Letohonolo Mokgeti from Botswana. Emil Els, under 18 record holder, the Office man. Tivan Farrow, Athletes Academy. Kwasi Nongati, finalist from the Senior Men's Championship. Xander van der Leek, the former midstream champion. Former junior bronze medalist, under 20 this year, under 23 bronze medalist. It was an electric field. So too Karabelo Motlhabedi, they're in the colors of Pantane. I'm trying to look where Haingura is, because the man from Botswana could be the man to watch. Where will he line up? There he is, coming back in black. The meeting record holder, Ketobogile Haingura.
Is so incredibly important, and of course it's the race where position is important.
Time of a lifetime. Emil Els shares a lane with a man that could be the record breaker. Alongside him, Xander van der Leek and Karabelo Motlhabedi, going with the African medalist, Werner Goos, in yellow. Renier on the outside of them. All the ingredients are set for a fabulous race. 800 meter final, men, seniors. It's a good start, a clean start. On the outside, this is not going to be a tactical race from Tux, already moving to the fore, showing his face early on is Christian Franken. He is a medalist also from the national championship. There is Haingura on the outside. Haingura will try and go with it. The man on the inside of them. 23 seconds gone through the first 200 meters. Is this going to be one of the fastest time ever seen here on South African soil? 1:44 is the Commonwealth qualifying time. Ketobogile Haingura, from Haingura in behind him. There is Darren Farrow coming with Letohonolo Mokgeti from Botswana. The Botswanians have decided they want to take it on. Goos is out of there, and Renier de Villiers is in the mix. Still in contention for bronze though, for third. And Haingura, the meeting record holder, will have to watch the clock as they come through the 200 meters, because they could go through something special. Werner Goos coming through. Who's going to get there with them now? It's Haingura. Renier de Villiers going with them. It's going all the way. Xander van der Leek has burst the engine, but now the two top men from Botswana, Letohonolo Haingura. This is for the sprint finish. It's 1:35. They've got 80 meters to run. This is going to be one of the fastest times. Letohonolo Haingura, the meeting record at 1:44 is not going to be done just outside of that time. 1:45 and some change. Ketobogile Haingura. Just in behind him, there's Letohonolo Mokgeti. But what a blustering run. 1:46 for second, 1:47 for third. But Haingura came, saw, and conquered. Letohonolo Haingura, Ketobogile Haingura from Botswana, is the Cape Milers 800 meter champion. Wow, wow, wow. Cape Milers delivering, bringing the stars from across the globe. So the fun doesn't stop there. The Masters race is coming up, and the world record and the Masters 65 plus could be up on offer for Anthony Gordon. He missed it out just by a shade. Could he do it today?
Right, folks, what is so special about this next race? It is a Masters race.
They asked for their own race, the Masters. 4 minutes 39.15 is what they would want to do. Anthony Gordon, Brendan. So the stage is set here, 1005. 65 plus. 65 plus, and he is attempting the world record pace. This is a cognitive move, a decisive move. This is over 1005 as we move away from the 800 meters. Only 2 more races remain for this evening. The Masters and then the final, I beg your pardon, 3 races. Women final and the men final. So the man that we'll be looking for, he has to be ahead of those lights, is the man in green, 65 years young. Nee man, julle kan mos nie die bus voor hy oom parkeer, skuif man. Running there as if they're running and parking the bus. They need to keep that pace up. The lights not in play, the lights are in behind them. Here's the lineup for the men's 65 plus, the Masters. Michael Gibson from Fishhook. Calvin Capito, or Clive Capito, from Langebaan Strandlopers. Ricky Robertson, AAC. Ivan Reiter-Prentjes from Helderberg. Neil Bruce from Cape Milers individual entry. So still on pace on the lights as they go through their chart. Van der Walt from Belleville is Chris Brending. Neil Bruce from Belleville. Shabasco Juris from Iteko. Anthony Grandin, Nick Bank, Michael Peacock in the colors of Tygerberg Athletics Club, and Jacques Mitton. 11 gentlemen attempting the fate of history. Could he rewrite it? He's having a glance at his watch. So we'll try and have all of these men within the picture for as long as possible. 45 years young. 2 more laps, and he is believing in himself. Going well, that's in Neil Bruce and Michael Gibson going with him. Oh, he needs to really believe in his strength, believe in himself. The third last race for the Masters 1,500 meters. Oh, the men really giving their stuff as Chubasco. Smooth running for Chubasco. Looks like there's a bit of a drizzle, but that's not going to hold them back. Just staying within himself, but now the light's starting to streak away. They'll need to lift that tempo a little bit. The final lap looming, 3 minutes 17 on the bell. They want to run a 4 minutes 39. He needs to stay within those lights. He is just hanging on the brink of the light. The final lap and the crowd goes wild. He's still sticking around with those lights, the two of them taking him through. That's Michael Gibson and Anthony Grandin now starting to believe. He's in front of the lights for the first time. He's on par. He's on record pace. Now he is on record pace. The Masters world record, 4 minutes 39. Oh, he is now moving like poetry in motion. 69 plus. They are helping him through. They keep on watching him. They keep on drawing him. He's gone ahead of the lights. He's believing in himself now. The final 110 meters. Anthony Grandin on the cards of history. He's on the verge of rewriting history. Now the men will step aside. He starts to go now. Is he going to grind away? 4 minutes 39. He's just outside of that pace. Oh, 4:39.95. Just outside. Needed to run 4:39.15. And he runs a 4:39.95. What a brave attempt. What a brave attempt. Incredibly tight. Jeez, goodness me. So, just a tad, a half a page away from the record. The official time, 4 minutes 39.94. So, needed to run 4 minutes 39.15. Misses it by a split of a split. Let's see some results. What a way to do it, Anthony Grandin. Trying it out, but here is the result of the senior women 800 meters. Bronze medal there in the colors of Tux. That's Naumbu Papes in second position. Carissa van Rooyen with a 2:04.77, the winner champion from Germany. That's Jennifer Hoeke in a time of 2 minutes 4. And that might be a personal best day for Carissa van Rooyen, really coming through here in Cape Town. Now then, two finals. The finals. Stick around if you're thinking of grabbing a cup of tea and ice cold something. This is not the time, because the final of the women 1,500, the blue ribbon event, has just descended upon us. 1,500, and the final race will be the men. But what a lineup! Here from Paul Girls, the under 18 gold in the 800 and the 1,500. Lara Standard, Rihanna Nel, Elrie Verster, Jessica Berry, Kayla Jacobs, Karina Swiggers. And look at Chipchiche there in the colors of Kenya. Chepngetich moving to the front there. Chipchiche, Karen Chipchiche from Kenya going with her. And how about this one coming through, Karabo More, one of the fastest women in South African running in the colors of Boxer. She's there in second position. This is a stacked lineup. The Kenyans, the East African Giants, decide nee, hulle gaan die pap lekker dik aan maak hier in die Weskaap. That is under 18s Nancy Chipengetich and Karen Chipcheche. Karabo More biding her time, not interested in going way that hard with them so early. The women, fantastic running. This is all up for grabs, the money. Jade, Ina Du Plessis, Andrea Steinberg, Suid-Afrikaanse onder 20 goue medalje wenner oor 800 meter, oor 1500 meter. Dit is Andrea Steinberg. Daniel Verster, voormalige Suid-Afrikaanse kampioen, en kyk daar vir Oosthuizen wat ook nou baie mooi hardloop daar in die rooi van Bokser. Daar stander Chipcheche, Karabo More, maar daar saam met hulle bly daar in die voortou Karabo More. Sienna Ellis, Mickey Jansen van Rensburg, Laura Jonathan in the colours of Boxer, Anke Stander in the colours of Paul. Or is it going to be the East African Giants, or is it the South African that's going to fight back? Here, Karabo More, a fantastic runner over 5 kilometers, a fantastic runner over 10 kilometers in the colours of Boxer. He's won one maiden South African title. Now the final lap, loading up, not feeling anything here. They're going to do it the hard way, the traditional way, with no lights. It's Nancy Chipengetich and Karen Chipcheche. Karabo More in third. Oh, the pace is hot. Gala Westhuizen and Laura Stander also coming through. They're in the back end. Jessica Berry, Kayla Jacobs is still in the fight. She's still keeping it up. Karabo More is not out of the fight just yet. There's 300 meters and they are flying. Look at More. The kick is on. The South African takes on the East African Giants. It's the South African that believes. Are the East African Giants going to get up with the Kenyans are in trouble. They're treading on water. It is Karabo More, the 2023 South African champion, over 5 kilometers. Karabo More does it for South Africa here in Stellenbosch. Oh, but this is not over. Chipengetich has found some new wave. So it's found some new strength. But it's going to be Karabo More. Karabo More for Boxer. Takes one, 4:05 and 9:1. Lara coming through. Daniel Verster also pushing. Kayla Jacobs pushing through. What a race. Andrea Steinberg there in the colours of Potts Track Club. Goodness me. Fireworks was promised and fireworks has been produced. The final race coming through. The 1,500 meter final. Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being with us. The final race is coming up and it is equally spicy. Tsepiso Masilela, you would remember a couple of weeks ago at the World Championships, ran the Botswana record. He got disqualified after making a gesture over the finish line. He is here going up against this SA gold medalist and the SA silver medalist. This lineup has got all the makings. Luan Minnick, the 2025 champion, the defending champion. And one more special thing is the 16-year-old is going to be chasing the SA record under 18. He's 16. Hans van der Veen ran this record back in 1982. The time of 3 minutes 42.92. He's missed it by a whisker early on this year. That was in the inland. But this, at sea level, this is what we want to see. Tisetso Malungane, Christopher Swart, silver medal. Lost to Luan Minnick, his old foe, old rival, his own teammate, by a whisker. It came to a split second to be in silver. They crossed the line at the same time. Dit was hy laaste desimale aan die einde wat hom die silver en hom die goud gegee. This is going to be good. Corneille Defoe, under 23 silver medalist. Dumisani Mutlong, under 23 gold medalist. This is a loaded lineup. Janssen Bell has been running personal best race after race after race. Mulifi Muhlomi never lost against his teammate. He's done so at the under 23. He's a under 23 silver medalist. Johannes Morepe, unfortunately, off the medals for the first time this year. Can he do something? Tinus Erasmus, the man from the Northwest University, gave all of them a shocker under 20 gold medal. No one thought that he would do it, and he did it. This is going to be good. This has got the makings. The final race, Cape Milers Continental Tour Challenger. Just as we gear up for the most beautiful race, tomorrow morning, get up bright and early, 5:15, the first gun will go. The Total Sports Two Oceans Marathon, powered by BYD. The Ultra Marathon, Gerra Steyn is gonna go. Will she win it for the 7th time in a row? Unless if Erwet van Sail has got something to say. Carla Molinaro is somewhere in there. In the men's race, open field, the Jabu Pule of athletics, Unalena Konkobe is in the house. Josu Twali is in the house. It is gonna be fireworks. Namakwen Kwasi. So the past winners of the last 10 years all lining up in the men's Total Sports Two Oceans, powered by BYD. The most beautiful race on earth is about to get on the way. Of course, all the athletes will already be at the start line at 2 o'clock this morning. It's going to be on SABC 2. SABC 2 or 3. I'm at the start line, I'm not. of South Africa. Tshepiso Masilela.
Say that again.
Olympic. The final of the men 1005. The cream of Botswana. Tshepiso Masilela is in the mix. The SA champion, Luan Minnick. The SA silver medalist, Christopher Swart. This is on. The stakes are high. No one is going to want to linger around. They are going for the lights. Are the lights on? They are well ahead of the lights. The final of the men's 1005. The top names have been assembled. What a quality field. Abednego Choba, finalist from the National Championships. Tshegofatso Pilane, finalist from the National Championships. And for Botswana, Leone Untile, Tshepiso Masilela, Luan Minnick, the SA champion. There goes the two Botswanans at the front, and Luan Minnick, a shade of the South African indoor record, is oozing with confidence. He is sticking with them. You can see Masilela is in second. He's hanging on. He's waiting for the right moment, and therefore, Luan Minnick will not go haywire. He's not going to lose his cool. He's going to keep it in there, keep himself intact, in check. Mulifi Moshomi from the Free State. Johannes Morepe, one of the youngsters from Pantane. This is a loaded field. Nick de Scully, Bertus van der Linde, die jong Potchefstromer, Potchgymnasium. Hy's ook saam met die groot manne. This is a loaded field, a stacked field, built with great consistency. The two at the front, the one from Botswana, the Botswanan record holder, the champion from Botswana, up against the South African champion, South African star, voormalige Affiesiens. En ek dink Affies daar waar hulle is hoog in gemoedere. Die blou ligte is net voor hulle. Hulle gaan moet regtig hard werk vir hierdie ene. Masilela nog steeds voor. Luan Minnick, the lights are leaving them. That pace that they requested is slowly but surely vanishing in front of them. Can they get themselves back in? Luan Minnick is not willing to pull the trigger just yet. He knows he's running against the cream from Botswana, but he knows he has to do it for South Africa. The final bell, the final lap looming. It is flag box. Tshepiso Masilela and Luan Minnick in third there. That is Abednego Choba. But Luan Minnick is not done yet. The lights are gone, but it's all about time now. The meeting record is 3:30. Are they going to get somewhere remotely close to that? Masilela from Botswana, the champion from Botswana against the champion from South Africa. Minnick takes the lead, and Luan Minnick now oozing with confidence. Who's got the believe? Who's got the heart? Who's got the drive? Who's got the everything that he needs to take to the finish line? They march. It is the South African champion against the champion from Botswana, Luan Minnick. It's not over yet. The lights have gone. The hand goes aloft. The South African champion takes a bow. He shoots the gun and says, 3:35. Here is the man of the hour. 3:34 and some change. 3:34, just outside the meeting record of Masilela. He didn't defend his crown. It is taken right underneath his nose by Luan Minnick. The South African champion beats an all-star field, beats the cream of Botswana. Masilela in second, but what a fight there. Those two men came fighting hammers and tongs. What a fabulous event. What an incredible event. And that's what the camaraderie is all about. It is the Cape Milers International Continental Tour Challenger. Oh, this is the moment right there. He shows him the gun and holsters the gun and says, Kubai Marai, Tata Asi, see you again. Oh, the champion there, absolutely phenomenal. Absolute beautiful race. Oh my goodness. The SA record, Tisetso Malungani, had chased the time of Hans van der Veen at 3 minutes 42.92. Hang on, I need to go find out. Tell me now. Finally, a record breaking, the junior South African record, Tisetso Malungani, the young man from Kiro Hazeldean, has been chasing Hans van der Veen's record since the year 1982. 3 minutes 42.96 has been erased from the record books. Tisetso Malungani is the new record holder with a time of 3 minutes 42.60. He is world class.
You have to repeat it.
342.60. It was 342.
It's a record, yeah.
16 years old. Incredible. And Continental, if you can hear me, we'd love to have you at the interview. And of course, Leuven Munich, we'd love to have you here at the media stand to interview you guys. Well done. If you can hear me, please can you come to the media banner, and of course there's an important duty required by anti-doping as well, so if you can join us, please.
Yeah, you can go back to this guy.
Ladies and gents, Anthony Brennan, that was a South African record as well in his age group. Not the world record, but a South African record. So congrats to him.
So, where are you? Tisetso, come here, young man. Oh my goodness me. They're under 16, 1,500 meter record. Please, Tisetso, come and stand here. I think we're gonna
that record for the past few months. You've been working Hans van der Veen's record. I'm going to tell you now, once we go live, we're not live yet, we want to get that time back on the scoreboard. Once we've got that time and a time for photos, Bruce, with the whole team, yeah, please stand there at the scoreboard. So after that, this record has stood the test of time. En ons het al amper begin en dink, nee man, hierdie was 'n handtyd gewees, want geen mens kan so vinnig hardloop. Hier is nog een wat so vinnig hardloop het, want hierdie jongman het hierdie rekord gejaag vir 'n hele klompie maande. Hy staan al van 1982, Hans van der Veen. Dit was 'n ongelooflike rekord, sedert die jaar 1982.
'n tyd van 3 minute 42.95. There it is. Tisetso stand there. Daar is die nuwe rekord. 3 minute 42.46. History rewritten, and what a glorious place to come and do it then at Stellenbosch. Well, boys and girls, we'll see you next week at the National Championship. Don't go away. We're going to be, myself and Altus will be serenading you at the Senior Championship. So we're going to do an interview quickly with Tisetso Omanyala.
Tisetso, just jump in there. We're going to have a conversation with him.
So,
give me a sec. Oh, wait.
so this moment has been a moment, and what about that as well? Luan Minnick, yo biscuit, the SA champion beating the Botswana champion. We're going to have a chat with him as well. So for now, if he's hooked up, do you need, right. So finally, after some months and hard work, you beat the SA record under 16 at regular interval over 1,005. You became the SA champion at 16 years of age. You have been chasing this record that has stood the test of time since the year 1982. A time of Hans van der Veen, 3 minutes 42.95. Today, you have finally done it. 3 minutes 42.46. Tisetso, how do you feel, young man?
Actually, I feel proud. I feel proud of myself and my mom and my coach, because we've been working hard for this record and finally it came. So yeah, it's a moment and it's a dream.
A moment and a dream come true. So you came here and just first of all, what was your experience of the Cape Milers and this wonderful facility here in Stellenbosch High School?
Like, it's a great feeling, great weather, great track. Everything is perfect, the lighting and everything. So yeah, racing against the seniors in the Cape Milers, yeah, it's an honor.
That was your first race actually running with world-class athletes, because we speak about the man that ran one of the fastest times, Luan Minnick, as an aspiring champion. He's the defending South African champion, and you ran up against Botswana's cream, Tshepiso Masilela. How was that entire feeling when you lined up? Were the jitters there? Were you afraid?
Actually, I wasn't afraid, because I came in today with the mindset of I've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. So I ran with that mindset and everything went well, because even at the start, everything went perfect.
Any final message for your school? I think your school will be elated. They'll be happy for you. What's your last words to your school on this great accomplishment? They've been a part of your journey.
Okay, to Kiro Hazeldine, I gotta say thank you very much. It wouldn't happen if it wasn't for you. So thank you.
Here we go. Tisetso Malungane, ladies and gentlemen. And now, the moment of all moments. So, former Aussie man, the SA champion, the last class of the Puma School of Speed. You remember when you started, Jerry Mutsau was one of the top seniors there, and now you have been on the same platform. First of all, take us through your feelings on this incredible achievement at the Cape Milers.
I'm super happy with tonight. I was also so happy when I saw the weather was playing along. But I think, as you know, Tobu, this has been coming a long time, last 2 years. So I think I'm on a good streak with my running in my career, but nothing is guaranteed. So I'm making the best of the shape and fitness at the moment.
So what a place to come and do it. How incredible is this facility?
That's amazing. It's such an opportunity. I think everyone that ran PVs tonight will tell you, all the coaches, the parents, it's just such a privilege to be able to race in Stellenbosch, these conditions, this track, the lights. It's really amazing. I love running here.
So you made a decisive move. And that move, because Tsepiso had your number for the entire race, and your race strategy seems to have played off. What was the game plan at the end?
I think he played a bit into my hands by making the pace a bit slow after 400, and I could feel that. Became a bit impatient with 500 to go. Then he went, and then the backside, I knew I had to make a move, because if I leave it to the last 200 or 100 with Masalela, that 800 speed is just going to come through. So I kicked early, and it paid off.
Yeah, I saw him let the lights go because he wanted to make it a tactical race, and he played it definitely into your hands. So from here on, what is your next move? Will the people from Stellenbosch get to see you at the National Championship?
Of course. I'm going to go and try and defend my title at SAS. And after that, we still have university. National Champs also here in Cape Town, so they'll be seeing more of me.
So all roads lead to Stellenbosch. Luan Minnick, Cape Milers, Continental Tour Challenger champion. Thank you so much.
Luan, are you brother? Well done.
Go to anti-doping. I know they were looking at one thing. I think is that in there? Is he going down? Okay, all right, then that's good. Listen, buddy, thank you, man.
After that incredible day, this has been a wonderful scene here at the Cape Milers Continental Tour Challenger at Hoërskool Stellenbosch. It has been what an incredible day. From the 100 meters, the stars from Africa, the stars from South Africa. Ferdinand Omanyala over 100 meters. Tisetso Malungane, the junior, coming through and smashing Hans van der Veen's record. And what a race from the final race. The 800 meters were electric, the pole vault, everything. Conditions absolutely sublime. A bit of a drizzle at the end, but what an event. Thanks for tuning in with us. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, goodbye. Ciao.